leader of opposition Rahul Gandhi is abroad, and once again he is making headlines for his remarks on the foreign soil. At an interaction at EIA University in Colombia, Rahul Gandhi claimed that there is a wholesale attack on Indian democracy which is underway. Of course, without furnishing any details or providing any evidence, as has now become his habit. Remember, he's just coming off Voter Adhikar Yatra, where for 16 days he cried hoarse about vote chori, but not a single complaint was filed by any Congress party booth level agent with the Election Commission. In similar vein, Rahul's next attack was over corruption, which he alleged is rampant in India at the centralized level. Again, no example cited or evidence provided. Now, this is not the first time that Rahul Gandhi has questioned Indian democracy abroad. It has rather become a pattern of sorts. From US to UK to Norway, this has been the common refrain during Rahul's yatras abroad. Rahul's latest edition of Bharat bashing has led BJP to brand him leader of propaganda instead of leader of opposition. They called Rahul Gandhi a disgrace who has the habit of tarnishing the country's image whenever he goes abroad.
देखिए, ही इज अ डिसग्रेस। ये जानते हैं सब कि वो देश को हर जगह बदनाम करने का, देश की निंदा करने के लिए, देश की आलोचना, मैं ये सरकार की नहीं कह रही, देश की निंदा। अगर वो कह रहे हैं कि लोग यहाँ पे झगड़ालू हैं, वो जो है देश को शर्मिंदा करते हैं हमेशा, और देश भी उनसे शर्मिंदा है।
You're watching the Newshour at 9, debate number 2 on Times Now, Super Prime Time.
All right, let's go across to our guest. Tehseen Poonawalla, Bharatiya Janata Party says, this is in Modi Virod, Bharat bashing that Rahul Gandhi resorts to every single time without any evidence.
There are three things, Swati, that I want to say, and I can quote several statements of the Honorable current Prime Minister abroad. For example, when he said that no Indian was proud to be Indian until Honorable Modi ji became Prime Minister of India. I certainly was. I know my friend Ghanshyam was. I speak for him. I can quote my Honorable Prime Minister saying that मैं 60 साल का कूड़ा साफ कर रहा हूं, which also may have included Atal ji's government. I don't think any government, including Modi ji's, creates कूड़ा. I think governments work in the interest of the country. But वो करे तो चमत्कार, हम करे तो गुनहगार. The question just is that Rahul Gandhi ji is consistent. He's raising certain points and he's there for an intellectual conference on democracy and certain points. You have a right to agree or disagree with what the honorable leader of opposition is saying. He's talking about strengthening democracy, and that's what he will do. How? And let me make a hypothetical. Let's say Rahul Gandhi was to talk to you, Swati, on your show. Is that not going to be played in Colombia? Is that social media not going to go viral? Today we live on the internet on a borderless world. Everything said anywhere is anyways geographically carried across geographies. For example, ML Khattarji's statement after the abrogation of 370 was used by Pakistan in the United Nations that हम तो इनकी लड़कियों को उठा देंगे, कश्मीर की लड़कियों से शादी करेंगे. Sorry, I corrected. कि कश्मीर की लड़की से शादियां हो सकती है. That's what Khattarji said. It was used by Pakistan. So it was across geographies. Okay, what is the big deal?
One thing Rahul Tehseen is right about is that Rahul Gandhi is consistent. He's consistently opposing India, especially when he goes on foreign soil, and therefore he should be called LoP, leader of propaganda and leader of opposing India. Let me tell you, I will fight the Indian state. This is a statement number 1. Then he says Sena ki pitai ho gayi, for which he gets castigated by the Supreme Court. Then he says that US, UK must intervene because democracy is completely over. The grandson of Indira Gandhi is saying this, but he's demanding that intervention should be there in the sovereignty of India. Then after that, we have seen his lies on Rafale, for which he had to apologize to the Supreme Court, his lies on Pegasus, his lies on Covaxin. Then he said that Sindoor is a failure. Tehseen, Sindoor was a failure, or it was chutput, it was completely surrendered. Now Tehseen himself doesn't agree with the statement. And forget everything else. Operation Sindoor to is on one part, but Operation Tilak that took place on the field, till date Rahul Gandhi has not even wished the Indian cricket team. I understand you didn't want to watch the match, don't watch the match. But to say that the entire thing that has been done by the players or by the armed forces, all of this is now last statement. He has said Indian economy is dead when the Indian economy is the fastest growing economy, and now he has said that India does not want to lead the world. This is not the model for India. But China can lead the world. So therefore I say, Tehseen Poonawalla, why is Mr. Rahul Gandhi speaking like leader of opposing India? If you are thinking that is why the 11th position was retained as 11th position, and today the economy is at 4th position, fastest growing large economy, highest FDI, highest foreign exchange reserves, lowest NPA, lowest inflation rate. This has happened in the last 10 years, 25 crore people out of poverty, and Rahul Gandhi only going and abusing Bharat on foreign soil. Without
one can argue that the context was that he was perhaps speaking about the expansionism policy of China. But Dr. Ranganathan,
he said very clearly.
First he said that we can't suppress people like how China does.
No, he has not said anything like that. He said that, no, 1 second.
Okay,
Please play a statement out. He has said very categorically that India does not have model to lead the world. Sir, we are leading the world in many aspects, including economic growth. But having said that, I just want to ask Tehseen Poonawalla one question. That Tehseen Poonawalla सेना की पिटाई कर रही है क्या? Most favored nation status दिया था पाकिस्तान को. Chidambaram said we did not take action under America's pressure. Today we have gone and hit inside a nuclear power country. This is called taking
Dr. Ranganathan, Rahul Gandhi, leader of opposition, is strengthening democracy by talking about all this. Tehseen Poonawalla says this is not weakening democracy, this is strengthening democracy.
No, he's right. He is strengthening democracy. He is strengthening the fact that Indians now know for certain whom they need to vote for. But before I come to the thrust of the topic and discuss this in considerable length about few points I want to make, I want to ask a very simple question to Tehseen, my good friend, and I hope he will answer it without resorting to whataboutery. It's a very simple question based on the fact that Tehseen has told you rhetorically rather, that look, Swati, nowadays we live in internet. We can say wherever we are and the things will be broadcast. So Tehseen, my good friend, has Rahul Gandhi ever mentioned the fact in India or abroad that right now 1.5 million Muslims are interned in China in concentration camps, are being forcibly sterilized and being fed pork? Yes or no?
No, he hasn't. What's the context to what he's saying in Colombia?
Now, Swati,
what is this? Rahul Gandhi has to speak about Muslims in China. You may love China, Dr. Ranganathan. I understand your love for China. That's why you allowed them to come into India in 2020. I understand that love for Chinese food and China. Rahul Gandhi is a patriot.
Rahul Gandhi's
the grandson of a martyr. The son of a martyr.
Yeah, Rahul Gandhi's love for Chinese products and Chinese drones is not hidden from anyone. But
no, he said Chinese drones are bad, Indian drones will
allow Dr. Ranganathan. Everyone has seen that video. Allow Dr. Ranganathan to finish his point.
See, he's very quickly said he's the grandson. He changed from grandson to son because he knows Rahul Gandhi is the grandson of someone who participated in the Mussolini's army. So that's why very quickly Tehseen corrected himself. Look, let's come back to this question. Let's discuss this threadbare about what Rahul Gandhi is saying. Now, Swati, let's be very honest. 3 things are constant in an Indian's life. First, that he will have to pay taxes till his loincloth is shredded. Number 2, that deliberately or inadvertently he would be walking on Waqf land. And the third, that every day he would have to withstand to gargantuan lies of Rahul Gandhi. Let me explain 30 seconds. Rahul Gandhi in Colombia talked about corruption and the fact that you need to decentralize to curb corruption. Now, again, I know Tehseen won't answer this, but I want to ask a very simple question. When you have a law firm where you say this lawyer is corrupt, would you hire that law firm or would you hire that lawyer? Logic says you would not, because you're calling that law firm and that lawyer corrupt.
Right.
So somebody needs to explain why in Congress-ruled states of erstwhile Chhattisgarh and Rajasthan, when Rahul Gandhi is calling Adani corrupt, why did they invest to the tune of 1 lakh crore in Adani? Answer this, Tehseen, yaar. Baar-baar idhar-udhar chale jate ho.
Gentlemen, we also have Ghanshyam Tiwari on the panel with us. I want to go across to Ghanshyam Tiwari as well. Ghanshyam Tiwari, what is Samajwadi Party's view of what Rahul Gandhi said about the democratic system being under attack, a wholesale attack? Because I remember the opposition saying in the 2024 Lok Sabha election after the results came out, कि देखिए ये तो 400 पार की बात करते थे, उतना तो मिला नहीं, democracy is still alive, जनता ने इनको दिखा दिया है कि जनता का mandate क्या है. And then Rahul Gandhi goes abroad and says कि democratic system तो under attack है. Democracy under attack है कि नहीं है, या ये convenient argument है, आप हार रहे हैं तो बोलिए under attack है?
There are 3 important things, Swati. One, our election commission stood in the dock in Supreme Court. They had to modify their elaborate procedure to steal an average poor person's ability to vote. This government has still not served the SEC summon to Adani. Our Prime Minister marketed his poverty, keeping the richest man in India in his pocket and earning 15,000 crores. His party earned 15,000 crores his chanda. So the elaborate model of BJP where democracy is under attack or not, and how the foreign lands see India has to be seen in 3 specific facts. One, Donald Trump saying every day that he played a pivotal role in ceasefire, and the Prime Minister, even in the Parliament, could not name him and shame him. That's number 1. Number 2, that the Prime Minister has met Nawaz Sharif, has been to Pakistan, has been to China, has met Xi Jinping more number of times than 5-7 Prime Ministers combined. India has $100 billion, gives $100 billion a year to China in business, and the BJP sees this as an act of patriotism. Okay. They have no right to preach. Okay. I believe, as Orwell said, that in times of deceit, saying truth is a revolution. Today's world is a virtual world as well as real world. You have to speak up for your nation, for the values your nation represents. Our nation represents the value of thought leadership, diversity and democracy.
But my question was, is democracy under attack or not? Is that a convenient argument? But you've not responded to that question. You've not responded. जब वो नहीं बात करेंगे तो आप कहेंगे चलो पाकिस्तान से बात करो. Leader after leader from the opposition says बात करो पाकिस्तान से. And the corporates and the businessmen that you're talking about, they're doing business with opposition rule states as well.
There is no way to save Adani in this argument, but I will not.
Okay, there's no attempt also being made. Perhaps you should ask the opposition rule states if they are trying to save Adani or not. But just a couple of seconds, Shehzad. Just one point you can make before I wrap up.
One sentence, please.
No, just a couple of seconds. No, Shehzad, I have to wrap up, sir, please. Just one counter.
If the Prime Minister says
Swati, first of all, I have to listen to lectures from somebody who was doing Samajwad with Anil Ambani and Subrata Roy in tow. Okay. I want to ignore that because Adani, Tehseen Poonawalla is very good friends with Pranav Adani. So Tehseen Poonawalla should tell us why is he friends with a corrupt organization. Secondly, let me tell you that democracy under attack. Supreme Court में जब final list आ गया है ECI का बिहार में, at that time Rahul Gandhi is in Bogota. Not one complaint by the bailiff. 10 seconds. Maharashtra Supreme Court rejected his claims. His claims in PowerPoint presentation 1 were rejected by the Madras High Court. And Tehseen Poonawalla says, why should I speak about Chinese Muslims? But Gaza ke Muslim ka baat
karenge. Rahul Gandhi is strengthening democracy, whether he's asking pertinent questions on foreign soil about the Indian democratic system, or he is indulging in Bharat bashing, let the viewers decide that they see in the debate. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us.